creatures, how the devil are you? I hope you're well. If you're new here, my name is Lou, or Lucifer, as my friends like to call me. By my friends, I mean my ever-growing army of demons.
Hi.
Every time. Thank you. This is Gareth. He's a lifesaver, and he's fun.
I save things.
You do, you do. Where are we?
We are at Magna.
Big Magna, it's dead good, that is. Big lead place.
Steel.
Big steel. We're at Horrorcon. Yes, we're at Horrorcon. And also, can you hold Ashley for me please for a second? Can we just take a moment? So I got this for Gareth for Christmas, birthday. If people don't stop and enjoy that, I will be very frustrated. But yes, we are at Horrorcon once again. It feels like we never left. We were sorely missed yesterday apparently, but don't you worry, we're here. I'm queer. You're not.
I'm here.
He's here. And we're gonna have a horrible time in the best possible way. I'm meeting Ashley Laurence today. We're both meeting John Kassir. You're meeting
Ralph Ineson
and Oliver Smith as well. So it's gonna be a pretty jam-packed day. We're also gonna do some talks as well.
Some wedding shopping.
And we're gonna catch up with all of our ghosties and ghoulies. So we hope you have a horrible time in the best possible way. Let's do it. I'm like a beacon. Thank you so much, cheers. And here we go, we're going in, it's already happening. You can tell it's going to be a good day. I've already been strangled by Ghostface, so yippee! And I've seen a cat, so I'm really happy. Oh, it's so good to be home. Very happy, very, very happy. We are currently waiting in line and they are banging out the tunes already. Very good. Central Legion, absolute legends.
Was this the video with the last?
I wonder if they take requests.
Together?
Oh, it's very different.
And we've got all the Hellraiser guests.
Honestly, I bet it should be massive. It would definitely be problematic.
We will get back to some form of cohesion at some point. Just wanting to show how they've changed it about. So there's a lot more going on in regards to the talent. We're in the queue for John Kassir. He's currently speaking to Count Orlok, which is awesome.
No, that's not John.
John Kassir?
No, it's not him.
Oh, I thought he was already here. Oh, okay. Huh, I thought he was already here. I saw a guy in a Hawaiian shirt and immediately went, that's John Kassir. It's not. So this is what it looks like. Obviously they've moved more of the talent over to that side as well. You got Grim Life Collective as well. You got Rogan. Hi, Dad. And then we've also got all of the stalls as well. The stalls have actually been moved back quite a bit. I mean, I'm not really complaining because usually when you come through the entrance, there's kind of like a lot going on and it really hits you in the face. Not that that's a bad thing, but this time it's a little bit more kind of coaxing you into the world of horror. I think like the spacing is really nice this time around, but we haven't gone around to see the vendor section yet. So as soon as we finished here, I think we're going to get a few more autographs, and then we'll do a little bit more exploring, and we'll give you a full show of what's going on. So I hope that's okay. But I had to do my lucky dip with Radioactive Unicorn, so that's why. Sorry. Of course I had to. Absolute legend, bringing out the tunes. Yeah. Incredible. Wow. And breathe. So we've done what we usually do, and the plan usually is we get in, we go in, get as many autographs as we can in the morning and do what we can, and then we kind of relax. Obviously with meeting people don't want cameras in their faces, so that's the last thing we want to do. We used to do a few of them like at the start of the channel, but now it's just like a no-go, absolutely not. But oh my god, we've had a morning already in a positive way. So John Kassir was everything. He was phenomenal.
I'm here too.
Hello. So quickly, growing up, Mum literally put Tales from the Crypt on for me and just left me to it, and that was essentially my version of like Disney and storytelling and stuff like that. And I told him that, and he like spoke to me as a crypt keeper, and oh my god, it was everything. And then
we'll go to Oliver Smith.
Yeah, so we met Oliver Smith next. We had a really long conversation with him. He is a wonderful human being. If you notice that he's at a convention near you, please go and meet him, because he is everything. And then for you,
Ralph Ineson,
and yes, his voice is that deep. He was wonderful. I asked him if he's going to be in the new Wolfman movie, and he says, I'm pretty sure I am, and I was just very happy about that. So, you know, you're welcome, everybody, you're welcome. But it was just amazing. Like, once again, Horrorcon, the queuing system, super easy. They show you everything at the front. All of the volunteers, phenomenal. All of the volunteers who are with the talent, phenomenal. Really, really lovely people. Special shout out to Jill and Glenn as well.
Yes.
I had some issues with my photo op, and Gareth also wanted to upgrade his ticket from standard entry to early entry, and they couldn't have done more for us. They were so fantastic. They were great at communicating. They were really lovely and made us feel like really relaxed about it all, because I was very nervous about it, but they honestly made us feel so relaxed. So thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it. But now we're going to go to our John Kassir talk, and then we're going to do the Hellraiser talk, and then I'm going to do my photo op, and then we're going to chill for the day, and we'll get all of the good
Ralph
stuff.
Ineson's talk later.
And Ralph Ineson's talk later. We'll get all of the footage for you, all of the vendors, all of the information you need, all the good stuff. So wish us luck. Completely forgot that the talks are in here. When I was following Gareth, I was like, where are we going? He does. He's the one that remembers. I do not. But this is where the talks are. Woo!
Various places in the venue, including in the loos, particularly the gents' loo. Apparently, I don't know why the gents' loo more than the women's, but there we are. If you can scan it into your phone, you can do feedback about the event. Hopefully positive feedback if you've had a good time, and it helps the organisers work out where to go in future. They're also selling merchandise. You can buy Horrorcon t-shirts, you can buy little Horrorcon badges from the main hall. Wonderful Mr. John Kassir.
It's so weird, he showed up in like a cardboard version. Tony, thanks again. Yesterday was brilliant as well. Big hand for Tony.
Woo!
Thank you. We are going to do some of the same questions as yesterday, but not all of the same questions.
I'll just answer them differently.
Answer them differently, and we can ask them in a different order.
When did you start this? 1976.
John, when did you start your career as a voice actor?
1932. Kind of like a homeless guy, you know, unhomed guy. You know, I was, when I auditioned for Tales from the Crypt, they had the auditions down at Kevin Yeager's studio. So we got to go down, and I was just excited to go down to Kevin Yeager's studio. I didn't care if I got the part or not, you know. I was, you know, here's a guy that made Chucky and designed the look of Freddy and did some of the most amazing practical effects in Hollywood. And I got to go down to his studio and see all his stuff. You know, I got to go into his studio where he was carving clay creatures that he was about to make, you know, he and his techs make. And all that stuff, and I saw what he was doing, making the Crypt Keeper. And for those of you who haven't already heard this story, you know, he had made Chucky, and they didn't give him very much money. It was HBO, was in their early stages back then. It didn't have a lot of money to give us. And so Kevin was trying to use as many spare parts out of his shop as he could. So he was using some servos, which are those little motors they use in the little radio-controlled airplanes. He was using some of those for the face from Chucky, and then he temporarily put in these baby blue Chucky eyes. And then I think he wasn't meaning to leave them, but when he saw how it kind of gave him kind of some Paul Newman charm.
It was an absolute pleasure meeting you earlier, and just going on from what we were talking about on your table, myself and my fiance are getting married in October. We're having a horror-themed wedding.
Shocktober.
And we were wondering if we can put an order in on Cameo with you. Can you introduce us as the Crypt Keeper for our reception?
Oh, definitely. That would be awesome, yeah. Just book it on Cameo. That would be great. But remember, it's till death do you part.
Thank you! Oh my god!
Let's see. Hello, creeps. It's your old pal, the Crypt Keeper, and in tonight's terror tale, your old flighty is taking a flighty to old blighty. So don't be too frighty, because we're going to have a good time. But be careful what you ask for. You may get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, of Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2. The group that made Hellraiser was a fairly close-knit sort of band. You were one of the sort of outsiders that came in. How did you get cast in the part, and how did you feel about being on the outside of the gang and integrating yourself into what was happening on the shoot?
Which is the first part of the question?
How did you actually get the role in Hellraiser?
Okay, so I was in a teenage drama workshop. They had gone to Chicago, and they had gone to New York, and they'd gone to Los Angeles, and they couldn't find the actress, and there was a girl in my class. So they called me in, and there was just sides, which are parts of a script. And Clive said, "Your uncle's in your father's skin. He's trying to kill you and have sex with you, probably in that order. Go." And so then I auditioned, and he said, "Do you want to screen test?" And I was like, maybe.
And in terms of sort of size and scope of the production, noticeably different from Hellraiser. And how did that affect the sort of finished product?
My experience, yes, the scope of production definitely, but mainly for me because we were no longer in Cricklewood Production Village, which was a tiny little studio. Suddenly we were at Pinewood Studios, so for us kind of new actors, it was all kind of, oh, we made it now, we're at Pinewood Studios, this is very nice, this is where James Bond's made. And yeah, so from that perspective, to actually have our own kind of proper dressing rooms and to look around, to go through the gates of Pinewood as we went in, was all very exciting. But then, for me, and probably Nick too, the experience was exactly the same as the first one, because we were just coated in latex and couldn't see anything. So.
Well, Nick, you've not spoken so far, so now's your chance.
Sorry, I missed that. Right. Yeah, as Simon said, I think it was just the fact that the sets were obviously so much bigger. We were in proper big film studio, something kind of like this size, and the big sets and so on. One of my favourite moments from the filming of Hellbounder was, as Simon says, covered in leather and latex, and the entrance of the Cenobites through the walls. We've got bright lights behind us. These are Krieg lights. These are huge, great spotlight type things. And I remember it was Roy Puddyford who said, "Nick, do you feel warm?" I said, "Yeah, I do feel quite hot." He said, "I think we'll move you, you're smouldering."
Through the front gates of Pinewood for the first time, being aware of everyone who had gone through those gates before me was a moment. Dressing rooms, wow, yes. And yes, bigger sets. We had a substantial increase in budget from Hellraiser, or we should have done. But the Tories managed to engineer yet another financial crash, Black Tuesday or Orange Thursday or whatever it was called. And the movement in the exchange rates, which happened at precisely the moment that the budget was being transferred from Los Angeles to London, wiped nearly a third off the budget, just the movement in the exchange rate. And New World said that they couldn't make up the difference. So suddenly we didn't have the substantially bigger budget that we would have had. So, for example, the wonderful glass shot, a painted glass shot, my God, nobody knows what that is anymore, of going into hell and the labyrinth with the black diamond circling in the background. You would have experienced a lot more of hell. You would have explored a great deal more of hell, but suddenly the budget wouldn't permit. And certainly among the mischievous gentlemen of the special effects makeup crew, the movie was affectionately known as Setbound.
Just a quick question about the line, angels to some, demons to others. Do you feel like if there had been like an expansion of the films that we would have explored both of those sides? Because from what you see is very demonic rather than the angelic side of it, that would be a really interesting kind of concept to explore. Like, what do you guys think about that? Thank you.
Well, I suppose I said it. So I think it is true to say that the angelic side of that equation we never did really get to explore. There was an idea floating around for Hellraiser 4 while we were filming Hellraiser 3 that would have introduced the idea of angelic Cenobites. But that didn't really develop anywhere. I think for me the line goes with, I approached Hellraiser with the shorthand in my head. I'm going to play the monster in a horror movie.
Apologise. I feel like I've been severely neglecting my vlogging duties today because I have, because it's been so busy. Also, Radioactive Unicorn, this is Corroded Coffin, and it is delightful. It has stayed on for so long and that don't come off. I've just had my photo up with Laurence, and oh my god, she's just, oh my god, she's everything. I've got a little needle felted version of Kirsty Cotton for her that I'm going to give to her later if I can, just because she's been really busy. But it's been interesting getting to the photo op section, because the last time I had a photo op here was with the Cenobite reunion, and that was 2 years ago, I believe. Don't quote me on that one. That was 2 years ago, and that was downstairs. But now we're upstairs and we're here. So you go into the food court, and then it's on the, let me think, left-hand side of the food court. You go up the stairs, and then you're here. I thought I was in some kind of Saw movie when I got up here, but honestly, it looks sick. Like, look at this. I'm going back into the main hall because I need to find my future husband. Just literally went into the food court, saw a few people, saw a few friends. I have no idea where this boy's gonna be. So, wish me luck. Oh my god, I see Cadaverous Black. Because I like introducing new things, and I'm going to use my guinea pig, Evander.
Hi guys!
If you haven't met Evander before, you're an idiot, and why not? Watch his YouTube channel, I'll pop it down in that thing below.
Yes, I'm going to be doing a vlog about Horrorcon Sheffield, so yeah, and it is a pleasure to meet these guys as usual. Honestly it is, it's because like last year was the first time that I met Lou and Gareth here at Horrorcon Sheffield, and honestly these guys are the best, and like yeah, like me, my name is Evander, I go by Slay Reviews, I do vlogs and stuff like that, and these guys actually inspired me to start doing this, so yeah, it is an absolute pleasure to meet these people, and I really hope you are enjoying the rest of their video as well, and thank you so much for featuring me in this vlog as well, because you guys know I love being in the videos.
Well, you're going to hate it now, so quick fire.
Go.
Favourite scary movie?
Oh, that would have to be, actually, controversial opinion, The Wolfman 2010.
Yes! I knew I'd find somebody! Okay, favourite guest to meet?
Favourite guest to meet of all time, I would have to say, was Derek Mears. Jason Voorhees.
I remember that story, and it is beautiful.
Everyone's best friend.
Hell yeah. And finally, most underrated horror movie.
Oh god, right, I'd have to say, I would actually have to say The Wolfman 2010, because...
He's damn right.
Because The Wolfman 2010, it really captured that whole persona about the Wolfman, because don't get me wrong, the original absolute masterpiece, classic, literally the 2010 Wolfman really deserves the love. It really didn't deserve the hate that it got when it first came out, and now I'm really loving to see that people are now starting to love it because of the new one that just came out, and I know a lot of people don't like the new one, which is fine, and but for me personally, the 2010 has a big special place in my heart.
I could not agree with with you more. The spectacle of that movie, the effects, everything. The story's a little bit lacking, which is fine, but everything else about it, absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely.
If you want to be featured on my vlog, this is going to happen. So make sure you get your answers ready, follow him, or I'll find out where you live. Alright guys and ghouls, we're just doing like a little wander about now because we've done everything is completed, bish bash bosh, and now we can actually enjoy ourselves and go and do things. So I'll carry on with you. So this is where we went to see the talks, and this is where they usually put the schedule. I don't know whether they're going to change that for next year. I really hope they don't because they did it really well and it's a nice space and the acoustics are phenomenal. Alright, we are just having food because we quickly realised that we actually haven't had any food since breakfast, and that is not good for either of us. So we are doing that now. This is actually real reasonable. It came to just over about 13 quid.
About that, yeah.
Yeah.
And you get a lot.
The portions are exceptional and it smells delightful. I haven't tried it yet. So, what I'm going to do, because I realise, once again, Lou being the scatterbrain that she is, the vlog up to this point is probably all over the place. I can only apologise for that. Things do happen. A massive shout out as well to every single person that's come and said hello to us. Like, it has been incredible once again, the amount of love and support we've had, and just Horrorcon really brings like the family vibe, I think, a really nice community, and we know so many people here and we just have such a good time with it, and it really is incredible. It's what we've both needed. Like, I'm happy to be here and come to a convention, and I'm only just starting to feel a little bit burnt out and a little bit tired, so we've been able to take it nice and easy and just have a really good time with it. We're going to do a full tour of the venue. Now, whether this stays the same next year or it completely changes, we don't know. We do not know. We have no idea. Another thing I will say is, I'm going to try and find one of the QR codes, but please, if you did enjoy Horrorcon today or yesterday, then please leave them a review. They're really pushing that at the moment, but it's good because they read the reviews, same with For the Love of Horror, and they take into account things that went well, things that didn't go well, things that they could improve on, because the only way that things can improve is with feedback, and this is one of the reasons why we do this. Another reason is because we enjoy it, have a good time, and we like to show people what they can do and how to feel less anxious with stuff like this. But yeah, just give them a nice little shout out, because honestly, watching the Hellraiser talk, baby Lou was literally looking at that stage and going, oh my god, that's practically all of the Hellraiser cast on one stage. I think I'm going to die. And
it's our first big reunion panel, wasn't
it? It is, yeah. And one of our friends showed us their photo op that they got, and it was insane to see that many people in one photo. That was phenomenal. But they're just such a lovely cast. Like, the Hellraiser cast, we haven't had an issue with a single one of them. Laurence will always have a special place in my heart because she was just so beautiful, and I went to go and meet her again, and I gave her like a little needle felted version of Kirsty Cotton, and she loved it, and we had the biggest hug again, and she wished me well on like all my future projects, all my future filming projects, and it was really, really sweet. She's just a gorgeous human being. She truly is. And yeah, I look at conventions like this and think you would never find that anywhere else. So please, America have got so many conventions, so many. We, however, don't have nearly as many. So to keep those conventions going, please just give them feedback, please just show them love, and please just let them know that you had a good time, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Everybody having a good time, enjoying themselves, and just bringing a good vibe. But food time, then we'll do tour time. We'll also include some of the traders as well, some of our trader friends, but also some new traders that we discovered, because it's some of the stuff is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do this properly this time. The photo ops area, you are literally, there's stairs, there's a clown and a child currently having a squeak off, if you're wondering what that is. But this is awesome. Look at this. That's cool, man. But if they keep it the same as they did this year to what they do next year, they show you all the photo times and all the prices as well, which I think is really cool. Like, they don't do that at any of the other conventions we've been to, so that's really, it's cool that they do that, you know. Oh my god, the Hellraiser reunion's only 195. Wow, I thought that was going to be way more expensive. And then we're going up, oh, he's at it again. And then we're going up this next set of stairs.
Probably go as far as here, because that's where there's a photo op going on, sure.
And then you keep following down, and it's just down there. You show your QR code, and they will give you a sticker. Then you go in, they will take your bags from you, you will have your photo, and then they will give you your photo afterwards. Mate, honestly, same. Put Georgie in the corner. That was a Dirty Dancing reference. I've never seen that movie, but I thought I'd try. And we are in the main trader hall, and/or where the guests are. We've had a look around a few times, and honestly, it's not that cramped, like, at all.
So what they've done, they've added more guests, so they've had to kick some of the traders out into a different hall.
Right, I see. Oh my god, they've got Rasta Mouse. If anybody has been here for a hot second, they will know I love taxidermy, particularly bad taxidermy. Oh. So we've gone into Vendor Mania. Huh, I like that. Dead Cats Club. I will advertise them until I die a death, like a Victorian child that won't survive the winter. But this specimen right here, new dress, 13 ghosts. And then the vest, but it thickens. So we've got the logo on the front, and then on the back, the intro for the Blair Witch Project. But they also do leggings. 30 quid for leggings, that's amazing. Great quality, very good. I can see myself wearing these. Nay, I will wear these. Also, sports top, jumpers, lots of jumpers. Gareth not included. Also, the owners are not included. You can't. Do you include it as well?
I'm included. Don't leave me out. Hi.
If you buy something from Dead Cats Club, you will get your very own Kyle.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Yeah. If they get a Kyle, what do they get with that? Like, what will you do for them?
How many tattoos?
You get tattooed. That's a very on-the-spot question. I don't know. I wasn't prepared for that.
Well, we need Neil here.
Get tattooed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what he's like.
Oh, yeah.
Buy from Dead Cats Club. Get your own Kyle.
Every other week, Kyle.
But they also do hats and all the good stuff. I have bought so much from them, it's ridiculous. And I will continue to buy more because they're beautiful people. Even that Dave.
You've had your rest.
He is also, there he is, little heathen. Arcade Prince, this right here is the funniest thing I've seen all day. Nunchucks, but it gets better. We've got knuckle sandwiches as well. And so pretty, and they've got ghosts as well. It's like this store was made for us. All of our hyperfixations are on this stall. There's one for Gareth as well. But the plot thickens. Look. Think what evil men do.
Yeah.
And Deadeye Ash is my favourite.
Everyone asked.
Most people say that, honestly. These Teletubbies are incredible. But look, they've got Krampus bells as well. Hell yes. Every time I come to Bleed and Marvelous, I'm like I want to buy everything. Gareth bought a pin, so it's
We will show you
fine.
at the end of the video.
Hell yeah. Look at all the things they do. They also supply Dean of the Dead hot sauce. That sounded like an advertisement, that did. The pins are my favourites. I love the pin. They've got a little wolf man.
Yeah, they've definitely got plenty.
Ah! Hello there.
Hello. Wow.
We're back. Oh my god. Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot.
It was busy day.
It was dead busy.
Well, not overly busy.
No, we were very lucky. Very, very lucky.
It was free.
Are you having a good time? Yeah, we were very lucky with the crowd levels. Like, they really didn't impact us at all. Am I really close? Crazy. Yeah. So the crowd levels were like absolutely fine. I think what really helped was we obviously did like early entry, so we literally ran in, got a ton of stuff done before the crowd started getting crazy.
Yeah, we got our autographs done before the main entry people came in.
Yeah, so I would fully recommend, particularly if you have a lot of people, that you're going to try and get early entry, because there's no way of doing it otherwise, unless you're willing to stand in queues for the whole day. And we're speaking to a few people, and going to conventions, that's not what it's all about. Obviously, like meeting the guests and doing this, that and the other, but you want to really enjoy your experience. You want to go out and have a good time, you know? Yeah. So planning is important. Planning is really important. On the flip side, there are some things that you can't plan for, and things do become difficult, but there's ways of working around it. Always ask for help. Always ask for help. Like, everybody who was working it today, all the volunteers, all of the staff, couldn't have been more helpful.
Yeah.
This is our experience, of course. Some people's experience might have been completely different, but we like to do these vlogs where we talk about our experience. Yeah. We're not here to sway your opinion. If you did have a bad time, we're not going to turn around and go, no, you're lying, you had a great time. That's not what we do. But we had a really good time.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Again, it's another really well done convention. Glad we went on Sunday again.
Yeah, we heard that yesterday was mental. We heard that yesterday was a lot crazier.
Yeah, not as crazy as it was 2 years ago though.
That was rough.
But it was still crazy. I think they tried to put too many guests on. Yeah. Because the way they were all shoehorned in, if it was like any busier, the queues would have been clashing.
It would have been game over. Would have been rough. But by the by, our experience. So guest-wise, we met. Gareth's going to go through them. Okay, how are we doing this?
We'll start from where we started in the day.
Yeah, alright then. So, to begin with, we met John Kassir, and Gareth is rapidly trying to find all the bits and pieces. We've literally put all of these things into piles and just... Oh, not. The amount of people we've spoken to where they're like, oh, you guys must be so organised. Gareth is organised. I am not. John Kassir. Well, where do I begin? I literally fangirled at him for a hot second, and he wrote your old pal, John Kassir, which was phenomenal. On Gareth's,
he coloured in the cleaver.
He coloured in the cleaver, and then careful what you ask for, John Kassir. I love that photo so much. I don't know why I went with this one. I don't know. Anyway, but he was just a dream. He was a peach. He was so fun and so lovely and everything that I wanted. Like, I was really nervous meeting him because, you know, growing up, and you kind of put them on a pedestal a little bit. But when we met him, he was just, oh my God, he was just fantastic. And then the fact that he said that he would do the introduction for us into our reception, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. If anybody was there for the talk and Gareth asked the question, yeah, that's us. We're doing that, and we couldn't be more excited. And he seemed really on board with it as well, and really excited about it. And he was like, yeah, just write it down in the notes, let me know that it's you guys, and I'll really work on it, and I'll really do something amazing for you. We will film that section, so we'll put it up so people can listen to it. But oh my God, I am so freaking excited. Moving on,
we then met Ralph Ineson.
Lovely man. Very lovely man. Very well spoken. The voice is as deep as you think it is. He was very, very nice, and his queue wasn't crazy.
No.
It was practically walk up for us, which was amazing. But apparently the day before he was a lot busier.
Yeah.
And then
Oliver Smith, who played Skinless Frank.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to adopt him. I wanted to take him home, and his daughter as well.
Yeah.
So lovely, the pair of them. And we just really got talking for a hot second. It was really nice. And we were talking about like the community in general and how welcoming it was for those guys, and they were just having such a lovely time, and he was so whimsical, and he was just so happy to be there. So if you get a chance to meet Oliver Smith, please do, because he was just beautiful. And then I went to go and see Ashley Laurence. She was just amazing, and I love her, and she is my favourite. And oh my God, she remembered my horns from last time. And then I went over to her with a little needle felted Kirsty Cotton, because if you've watched the channel for a while, you know that sometimes I make, like, for guests, I make them like little mini versions of their characters. So previously for Liverpool Comic Con, I made a little Jerome and Jeremiah for Cameron Moynihan. I've done one for Helen Bonham Carter. I've done one for Nick Frost, Neil Newburn, all the good peoples.
And quite a few singers as well. And she did this for me. And she bought a little love heart. And from Gareth, what Gareth was saying, she was trying not to cry when I was talking to her. So that was amazing. She's very special to me, and oh my God, she's everything. She's just such a beautiful human being. If you get a chance to meet her, please do, because she is just so incredible. And then we obviously did the talks as well. So we did the John Kassir one, which was phenomenal and like really interesting, and really he loves to talk. Well. He loves to tell stories and entertain, and yeah, really funny, really good humour. He's just so wacky and funny. And then we watched the Hellraiser reunion, and I literally turned to Gareth and I went, this cannot be real. So when you've been watching Hellraiser for as long as I have, and then you're seeing like all of the Cenobites, and then Skinless Frank and Kirsty Cotton up on stage all together, it's mind-blowing. And it was pretty much the entire Hellraiser 2 cast minus 3.
Yeah. And I got to ask a question as well, which was really cool. Like, I got to ask about like the angels and demons concept of the Cenobites, and Doug Bradley just took like a hot second for it, and his like eye contact was crazy intense.
It actually sparked quite a debate, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And then Simon chimed in, and Nicholas chimed in, and Barbie didn't really say much, but it was fine. Like, it was amazing. And then we kind of just excuse me, we kind of just wandered around, really.
Yeah, because then you had your photo. And...
yeah. So if the vlog is probably here, there and everywhere, I'm not going to lie, because there was just so much going on. There was so many amazing people that we met as well. Like, so many people that stopped us and wanted to say hello and wanted to take like photos, and just like convention besties in general. Like, we have made so many incredible friends at conventions. It's incredible, and you really feel like you're in an amazing community.
Yeah.
Like every 5 minutes we were talking to somebody, and it was just so nice to see our friends, our vendor friends, our volunteer friends, and everybody. It was
a lovely chat with Michael and Jessica, the Grim Life Collective.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. So we obviously didn't go over and see them properly again today because we'd already met them. But then you just got chatting to them.
Yeah, I just wanted to, because at the end of the day, and everyone was packing up, I just wanted to go over and just say...
Exactly.
Oh, exactly that. Just go over and just say, it's lovely to see you again, have a safe trip back to America. And then we started talking for about 15 minutes.
Yeah. But then they remembered us from last time. So I was like, oh, you know, like, how are the bats? Because I made them bats. And then we got onto like the topic of where I work and just like chatting in general, and like we had really big hugs. So that was really nice. And yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. But it's nice that we're kind of building that rapport with people now. I don't know what it is. It's a lot of things are changing for us personally, relationship and networking wise, which is phenomenal. Like, opportunities are happening that we never thought would happen, and relationships are happening that we never thought would happen. I mean, when we first started going to conventions and saw Cadaverous Black, I was like, I want to be friends with them so badly.
And now you are.
And then I was in a movie with them, and now we're really good friends.
And they're probably coming down and visiting sometime.
Yeah. So, you know, it's stuff like that mind blows me. I mean, I'll say one. Kerry and Mike.
Yeah.
When we first went to Horrorcon.
When we first went to Horrorcon, they were just volunteers.
And we saw, like, you know,
Kathy Bates
and
Captain Spaulding.
And I was like, oh my god, those two crazy cats are amazing. I want to be friends with them.
And then we just got talking, and now they're coming to our wedding.
Yeah.
Dean and Laura.
Oh
Rogan
my gosh, yeah.
His family.
Team Rogan. Dad.
The Dead Cats Club.
Yeah. Katie and Dave. Hell on Shirts.
Yeah, Rob and Jen.
And the Wee Bairn. Oh my god. Tina Baz, Angie and Gary from Rock and Roll Suicide. Unfortunately, Angie couldn't be there today because she's recovering from surgery. I'm glad she's finally got it, but oh girl, you were missed.
Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa from Pigeon Creek. Oh my gosh, like...
Tony, you were missed, Tony.
Tony, you were missed from Trick or Treat Bakery.
I wanted to ask you something very special, but we're going to do a voice note in a bit.
Radioactive Unicorn as well. Oh my god, just... Yam. Yeah, oh my gosh.
Neil.
Yeah, Neil. It's nice to see Neil again.
Love meeting up with Neil.
Hell yeah. But it's just, it's so nice to...
And then you got Evander.
Yeah.
Just there's so many people to name, and new people as well that we just speak to, and then just people saying love your videos.
But seeing, you know, returners again, Chris, Lucy, all the good people, all
Gareth,
the usual suspects, Cameron as well, Just, you all just make it really... Kyle. You all just make it really special. You honestly all just make it so special. And we're just... It's so nice to just be in a building full of people that you know and love. And you can just have a laugh with. You can just have a chat with. In joke, Barbarian. I take it all back. I think it's a terrible film and I will die on that hill. So, with that being said, we actually got a little bit of a haul today. Usually, well, for the first couple of conventions, we did have a haul. Then we kind of tapered off with it because we were getting more autographs and photo ops then. Thingamabobs. However, because we've been actively like looking around for different bits and bobs for our wedding and so on and so forth, we actually got a few bits today. One of the things I want to show you, Radioactive Unicorn. Oh, her makeup is so good. So she put up a special offer that she was doing, and that's the main reason we got early entry. So she was actually doing like the first 5 people to buy from her stall. I was the first. Hello. Got a free gift. And her lipsticks, help me, Thank you. Her lipsticks,
I helped.
you did, are amazing. So, I already bought the dark red one, so that's Corroded Coffin. And then I bought the middle one, so it's a dark purple, and that's called the Mask. And that's what I bought to get the free gift. The free gift was this one, which is a gorgeous shade, and it is Eddie the Banished. Now, if anybody knows, I love, love, love Eddie from Stranger Things. So, Corroded Coffin, hell yeah, it's a darker shade. I'm used to it. I love my dark reds. And then the fact that I got a Eddie the Banished, he's like one of my favourite characters ever, so that was amazing. But that was my free gift, and that was awesome. But she does all sorts. So she does eyeshadows, she does bags, she does lipsticks as well. Like, this does not come off either. I only had to like reapply a little bit around the inner lip for the whole day. Bearing in mind I'd had like a couple of drinks of Coke, I'd had some food, and it did not come off. So if you want something that's going to stay, particularly at a convention or a gig, like I'm going to take these to download with us,
and Bloodstock,
as well, these are definitely your best friend. They are just fantastic. And then moving on, what else did we get?
I purchased somewhere.
Fear not, Gareth has returned.
I found it. So I went to our lovely friends at Bleeding Marvellous.
I love their stall so much.
And got the limited edition Horrorcon pin. There we are. To make sure it's not focusing on my face.
That's a pretty pin.
It is nice. Limited edition out of 200.
But then you also got a free sticker as well. Yeah.
I've put that on my little could autograph carrying thing.
Bleeding Marvellous are insane because they do so much, and it's, how do I put this? It's genuine merch that you want. So they have so much on there. I mean, me personally, I'm a makeup girly. I also like some niche horror movies, but like American Wealth in London and this, that and the other. They have everything. They have literally everything. And the pin collection.
Popcorn buckets as well.
Popcorn buckets as well from over in the States. Lunch boxes. I've got an American Wealth lunchbox. They've got everything you could ask for. Like I said, the pin collection is phenomenal. It's so good. I say every time we go that I want to buy more from them, but alas, I never usually have any money. So Bleeding Marvellous, anything you could want horror wise and for a good price as well, go to Bleeding Marvellous. They are, for bleeding sake, go to Bleeding Marvellous. And then we went to Trick or Treat Bakery.
We got our traditional cookies.
Now, when I tell you that these are addictive, they are addictive. She does all sorts. So
and there's no drugs in there.
There is no drugs in there. So we've got Michael Myers and we've got Billy Loomis, and guess whose is whose. But yeah, we've got these ones. But she does
all sorts
of characters.
She does cakes.
Yeah. I am trying desperately to get her to do a "you will bounce on it" crazy style.
As you can tell, Lou's obsessed with that meme.
I am obsessed with that meme, but I want her to do "you will bounce on it" on one cookie, and then wheeze on the next cookie, and then crazy style on the next cookie. So it's like you have to buy all three of them to get it. And I think, Tony, please, you know you want to do it. It's just, also shout out to the guy who was dressed as Count Orlok again, because every time he walked past, he must have heard me. I literally said that meme and I was like, phenomenal work. What else have we got? I think that's it for bought items, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do a few shout outs now. Wow.
So, first shout out.
Oh my god, this guy's amazing.
So, Arcade Prints.
Look at this business card. That's 3D printed.
3D printed business card. He did busts, plaques, all sorts. And then he did little giveaway, like a little lucky dip.
Yeah.
And you put your hand in. If you picked out a gold or a silver one, you got a prize. We unfortunately didn't get any of those, but our prizes were the ones we pulled out.
They are the prizes.
These are the prizes.
The busts he made were £15.
15 quid.
Amazing.
And then I think he said on delivery...
£4.50.
£4.50 for...
something like that.
4 or 5.
Yeah. But he also does like weapons as
Yeah.
well, but like obviously 3D printed weapons.
Yeah.
So depending on the size of the item that you do buy, depends on the like postage and packaging of what you'll pay for it. Alright then, moving on swiftly.
We have got Imperial Credits Prop Shop. These guys helped me out at Horror and WrestleFest because I wanted to find a stand for our lament configuration. And they said, if you buy a knife, I'll give it you.
Yeah.
And I was like, sold.
They also do the Krampus bells, and I really want a
Yeah.
Krampus bell, so I will be purchasing one of them.
But these guys do 3D printed products as well, and a lot of 3D printed statues that are hand painted
Incredible.
as well.
Absolutely
they are
incredible.
so good. We saw quite a few Jason in jars, which I've got put some B-roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, Imperial Credits Prop Shop, they're amazing.
They're at a lot of the Monopoly conventions as well, particularly for the love of horror, so check that out.
Obviously we've spoken about Radioactive Unicorn.
The eyeshadow palettes just look amazing.
Then we've got the Northern Tart.
The Northern Tart.
She was alongside Radioactive Unicorn. If you would have seen in the video, the thing hand on that table, that was a cake, she made it. So
is it real or is it a cake?
And then I think the last business card that we've got, because I haven't got any in my pockets, is Carvictures.
Oh my god.
We are going to put an order in with them in the next day or two to get our Halloween pumpkin for the wedding.
Yeah, so our top table is Halloween themed.
Yeah.
I tried to get away with it being Evil Dead, but my family are having that table instead, so it's fine. But we are going to have the Halloween pumpkin, and we're going to have Mr. and Mrs. Jones on the back of it, and yeah, it's going to be really cute.
This is new to us, this bit.
Yeah, this is very new to us. So there is, what we like to do is we love to advertise for people, and we love to showcase what some of the vendors do. We've been doing it for a hot second now, particularly for these stalls.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to showcase more of what they do from a personal perspective. We have been very, very fortunate. Like we've grown very close to these people now. We've developed really good like relationships with them, professional and personal relationships. Like every convention vlogs we do, we always include them because they are just so good at what they do.
And we love them.
Take one each.
Well, I've got one, you've got two.
Yeah, go on
so
then.
my one, as you can tell, love hell on shirt.
Gareth is basically a walking model.
Yeah. Rob, Jess, the
boss. The wee bairn.
The wee bairn. And so I've got a brand new pair of shorts for Halloween.
These shorts, I kid you not, are so aerodynamic.
Yeah, they are so comfy, they're so light, perfect for going out in the hot summer days.
Yeah.
Perfect for festivals and perfect for concerts.
Yeah.
And conventions. They come with pockets, again, lightweight, comfy.
Gareth gets asked about his Hell on shirt stuff all the time.
Even when I'm not at conventions.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much.
All the time. Right then, you're going to have to hold the camera for this one because she's a long girl. Okie dokie. So, for me,
there we are.
I am very passionate about this brand. They are phenomenal. I practically wear their clothes every freaking day. Katie and Dave, they do some of the most beautiful, beautiful outfits that I have ever seen. It's Dead Cats Club. You've seen me wearing the dungarees, you've seen me wearing the jumpers, you've seen me wearing the shirt.
The black Phillip jacket.
The black Phillip jacket as well. I also did an unboxing for them a hot second ago and got a load of goodies from that. Like, they are next to none. They do so much variety, but they've recently brought out a 13 Ghosts. 13 Ghosts? 13th Ghost?
13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts. They've recently brought out a 13 Ghost range. And the reason that I wanted to show you this is because the people that they went with for this product, it was a little bit iffy with the sizing. Now, as someone who's medium sized, so I'm kind of in between plus size and not. I like to showcase some of the bits and bobs that they do, and I got the dress. So this is the 13th Ghost dress. She's a long girl. She is a long girl. Now, the reason that I'm talking about this is because this is a size... no, this is a 4XL dress. This is the biggest dress that they go to. I usually wear... You can bring it back in. I usually wear... Whoa. I usually wear a size... It depends how stretchy the product is. So if it's stretchy, I'm a size 12. If not, I'm a size 16. My cup size is obviously bigger. So I got into this. I'll show you a picture. I got into this fine. However,
this is the picture.
This is the picture.
Not me.
The chest area is a little bit tight. So that's the only reason that I'm saying just be mindful about your sizing, particularly with this dress. It's beautiful. The design is beautiful.
You'll still be wearing
it.
it.
Oh my gosh, yes. The inside of it is gorgeous. It comes with a zip as well at the side. There are no pockets with this one. That is fine. But it's very floaty. The fabric is beautiful. It's really, really nice. And I'm going to wear this forever. But I did just want to do like a public service announcement that... that it is a little bit tight around the chest area. Apart from that, there is literally nothing wrong with this whatsoever.
But their ranges are amazing.
Their ranges are so inclusive, like plus size inclusive. They go up to 4XL in practically all of their items. So with their corsets, with their vests, with their jumpers, with their t-shirts, they do men's, women's, and unisex as well. Accessories as well. So they do pins, they do beanies,
hold all bags as well. They've brought out for the 13 Ghosts.
I know. Oh, they brought out so many things. It's just, and they brought out hair clips as well.
You've got one somewhere.
Yeah, my Black Phillip hair clip is everything. I love it so much. I am thinking about doing another mystery box with them at some point, but that will be in the future because I'm also meant to be doing one with Rock and Roll Suicide as well.
And Ralph Ineson bought a t-shirt.
He did. Oh my god, he did. Like I cannot rave about Dead Cats Club enough. They are just two very beautiful individuals.
Two lovely vampires as well.
Two lovely vampires. They also have the other company, which is run by Katie, and it's Katie and Bones, and that's where my Nightmare Before Christmas dungarees are from, and honestly, they are some of the comfiest things I have ever worn. I don't know if she'll be bringing it back at any point, however, they are just beautiful. And now,
last but not least,
we're moving on to one of my very good friends, Melissa. It's fine at Pigeon Creek Studios. Pigeon Creek Studios, when we first saw them, I was like, this is so bizarre. One of my favourite items I own is a thumb drive.
You haven't even used it yet.
Haven't even used it yet. Is a thumb drive because it's a severed thumb with a little USB and it just fills me with so much joy. She does key rings, which are
earrings,
and she does earrings with ears on, and
masks.
She does
actually I've got one of the masks.
Yes, so we know them because Gareth got one of the masks a hot second ago, and we just kept going back and we just kept visiting and we built up a relationship, and Melissa's amazing and she's really helped me like personally with my medical situation and just been absolutely fantastic and just been the feminist icon that I need right now. So one of the things that we say to each other when things are going a little bit is, it's fine.
It's fine.
And she recently made some tombstones and I said, you know what you need to put on that? You need to put on, it's fine. And oh my gosh, she only bloody went and done it. Look at that. Oh my god. I don't know.
There you go.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that.
And she does all sorts.
She made
like,
that.
She also does, was it My Last F?
Yeah.
They're all very quirky.
This is going on the book signing table at the wedding, and I I cannot wait. But the fact that she made that for us is just astounding. Thank you so much, Melissa. Like, it's it's just so nice that we're able to show these products and be like, you can own this too. Please go and support them, because these people are just so bloody brilliant at what they do, and their work is gorgeous and their stores are amazing, and they're just brilliant people to support. Really brilliant people to support. Like, don't go shopping at Amazon, don't go shopping at all those horrendous stalls. Please go and support these businesses. Like, no end of people.
I need to go to Amazon.
Boo! No end of people ask Gareth about Hell on shirts. No end of people ask me about Dead Cats Club. And then when we've got our quirky little things, Pigeon Creek Studios as well. It's just, they're just incredible. So thank you so much, guys. It's an honour and a privilege, and we will keep supporting them and keep showcasing them and keep advertising for them for as long as we live. Which, the rate I'm going is not very long. But
don't say that.
All in all, oh, would you miss me?
Yeah.
Oh, I miss you too.
I'm meant to marry you this year.
It's happening. So that was the end. We had a great time.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Thank you so much to everybody who made this Horrorcon special, who came and spoke to us, who we saw it at the vendor stalls, who ran the talks, who...
Yeah, Tony Earnshaw.
Yeah, he's fun. He's good fun. We like him. Yeah. But yeah, we had a really, really good time. If you have any questions at all about Horrorcon, or any questions about Horrorcon in the future, we don't know what's going to happen convention-wise, because obviously things are constantly changing, things are different.
We've announced the dates for next year.
Yeah.
6th and 7th of June.
Which is your birthday,
my
6th of June.
birthday weekend, so shall we go to Horrorcon for my birthday?
Obviously.
For the whole weekend this time. We'll go for the whole weekend.
Yeah, put it down in the comments if you want us to go for the whole weekend. We'll only go if we're wanted. But it's been...
And if we could have a stall, if we could have a table.
Oh my God, can you imagine? That would be absolute anarchy. But food for thought. Last thought. Women. They dress themselves up, not for the male gaze, because they want to. We came back.
Went to Donington Services.
We went to Donington Services, and what happened?
Someone was staring at Lou, like eyeing her up, and I was watching, and I just went, "Do you mind?" And he went straight back onto his phone, so he knew he got caught.
Yeah. The amount of people that said that I looked really cool, really good today, and I was like, yeah, actually, by the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I'm starting to believe it now. And then that happened, and I was like, so that was fun. That was great fun. That's food for thought. That's Lou's thought of the day. The other one was about Royal Kingdom.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday. But it's going to be weird because I'll be bringing this out first, and then you'll see the Ian vlog
and then
the next day. And then
we're going backwards in time.
We are going backwards in time. So I can only apologise about the next couple of vlogs. It's going to be weird.
But the next big one's download.
Next big one's download. Yes. And then after July, things are going to be a little bit up in the air because
we don't know what's going on.
No, we don't. I've had an update with my medical situation. I've got an appointment on the 1st of July to basically go forwards with everything. We will see. We will see. But with that being said, if you did enjoy this vlog, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It's free for you, but it means a hell of a lot to us.
Join the Facebook group.
Join the Facebook group. It's pandemonium over there. Honestly, it is. When you see the community, and particularly on the live streams, oh boy, it's crazy. It really is.
Soon.
We will be doing a live soon, and it will be a watch along. And you're going to love what I've chosen. So, with that being said, we hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember,
tomorrow's a new day. Oh, hang on, I've got to do the mic, friend. I've got to do the mic.
See you later, guys. Bye.